Hi, my name is Heidi and I'm with My Spirit Experience, and I'd like to talk with you today about home clearings or smudgings. And this is something that I'm contacted to do on a very regular basis. People have energies in their home that are unfamiliar, uncomfortable, or even paranormal in nature, and they want someone to come out and help them take care of the problem or the energy in their home to make it feel better. And what I want people to know is that this is something that a lot of people can do on their own. I always recommend trying to do your own home clearing first before you contact someone else to come out to your home. Unless there is something that is very negative or very dangerous happening, most times people can do a home clearing just on their own. And so here's a couple of things that I recommend you do if you would like to try your own home clearing. The first thing is to make sure that the home is empty of all the people. If you can, make sure people are out of the house and any animals, if it's possible to remove them from the home. That's always better. It keeps you more focused and keeps your intention set on what you're doing without all the distractions. I'd also turn off TVs, anything that's making a lot of noise if you can, just to make sure again that you keep your intention focused on what you're doing. You also want to make sure that your energy is in the right place to do this. So that you're calm, that you're centered, you're not having a bad day at work and you come home and you're frustrated and now you're going to do this home clearing. That's probably not the right mindset to do this. So make sure that you're just in a nice, calm, and centered place to do this. You want to call in your spiritual protections or any divine source that you have. In case there is something negative that's happening, you want to make sure that you are in a well-protected energy space to keep you safe as you're doing this home clearing. A couple of tools that you'll also want to have, at least that I recommend to have. I usually use white sage or smudge sticks that I actually make that have a mix of white sage and some other herbs that I find are very helpful when doing home clearing. But if you only have white sage, that would be enough. Or you can use a Palo Santo stick and light that. What we're doing is putting our energy into the space. And if we can use a vehicle like smoke or some kind of burning incense, that's always more helpful, I feel. If you're not allowed to burn in your space, if you live in an apartment, or if someone has asthma in your home or is sensitive to smoke or smells, you could also use a smudge spray. There's a lot of people that make smudge sprays. I have one that I make that I find is very helpful. You could also just use the light of a candle and use that to focus your intention. And that's what all of these tools are for, is really just focusing your intention. So when you have your white sage or your smudge spray and everything's ready to go in your dish to carry it, I do recommend a dish, especially if you're using white sage or a smudge stick, because they can get very messy. And this helps contain it so that you're not sprinkling ash all over your home, which can also be its own problem. So getting started, you'll want to start in one area of your home that you can work your way out from. So maybe you're starting in the corner room of the basement or in the upper area of the home like an attic or wherever you feel you want to start, and then just work your way through the entire home. You'll want to go room to room and really stand in each room and feel the energy of, this is my space. This is my space, and anything else that's here must leave if it's not here for my highest good. So you'll want to make sure that that energy is you. This is my space, and if you're not here for our highest good or my highest good, you must leave. And that's the energy that you want going through your entire home. And you'll go methodically, room to room. If you feel you need to open closets or little cubby holes, little crawl spaces, open up those doors and just let some of that smoke go in, and keeping that centered, calm energy. This is my space. If you're not here for my highest good, you must leave. And room to room. And you can do the garage, you can go outside. If there's a space that you can't access, maybe it's a little access panel, send the intention to it and through it into the space that's behind it. So if you can't access certain spaces, don't worry. You can send your intention into those spaces, and that should work just fine. So when you're done, some people open windows, some people don't. I personally don't. I live in Minnesota, so it's not always appropriate or comfortable to open the windows, and I don't personally feel that that makes a difference. Unless you want to clear the space of the smoke, then that's up to you. But when you're done, really just go back to being in that energy of calm, centered, and this is my space. This is my home, and only energies are here for my highest good, and that's it. And then just go about living. Make sure that you are accessing every room on a daily basis. That's sometimes an issue that can cause problems if people have rooms that they don't use on a regular basis. That can cause energy to build up in those rooms, which could make them feel uncomfortable or attract some kind of unwanted energies. So make sure that once you do a home clearing, you're really just living in your space. You're living in it fully. And that's one of the things that I find is most helpful for people in their homes, is just to really love up every room of their home. And that should work. For about 90% of the home clearings and things that need to be cleared, that should work. If someone has been sick, or there's been arguments or stress, it's good to do these home clearings on a regular basis, just to help freshen up that energy and release those negative energies or energies that people bring into the home from a hard day at work or situations that are happening outside the home. So that's what I have for you on home clearing. If it doesn't work, you might need to call someone that can come in and help you out. But 90% of them out there, this should do the job. So good luck and stay safe.